Welcome back to the first year chemistry. We are studying about the atomic structure. In the previous videos, we have studied the discovery of the three fundamental particles, that is electron, proton and neutron, and also we have studied Thomson's model. So there is a drawback in the Thomson's model because the positively charged particles at the center are distributed throughout the atom. Negative charges distributed here and there, that is just like watermelon containing red mass and the black seeds. There will be an attraction between the electrons and the protons, and hence it does not give the stability to the atom. That's why we are going for the next theory, that is Rutherford's theory, Rutherford's model, which is actually based on the experiment. So we are studying today Rutherford's scattering experiment. Rutherford's scattering experiment. So this Rutherford's scattering experiment was performed by Rutherford and his students. So in that experiment, he considered the alpha particles or alpha rays. So these alpha rays are produced from the radioactive element. When these radiations are passed through a thin gold foil, so this thin gold foil is of the order of 100 nanometer thickness. Okay. This gold foil is surrounded by a zinc sulfide screen. So this is zinc sulfide screen. When these alpha radiations pass through, come and hit on the gold foil, it is observed that most of the radiations pass through without any deflection, like this. When we observe this deflection, without a deflection, when the rays pass through the gold foil, then they will produce the glow on the zinc sulfide screen. So most of the radiations pass through without any deflection. This is the first observation he made. The second observation he made was some of the radiations were deflected by some angle, like this. So those radiations which are deflected by some angle again produce the glow on the zinc sulfide screen. But in about 20,000 radiations, they are deflected back. It is in 180 degrees, they are deflected back. So most of the radiations pass through without a deflection. Some radiations are deflected by some angle, very few, and one in about 20,000 radiations, they are deflected exactly in the backward direction. So this Rutherford's scattering experiment consists of these alpha rays or alpha particles. This is the thin gold foil which is about 100 nanometer thick, and this is surrounded by a circular zinc sulfide screen. Then the observations he made were, the first one, most of the radiations pass through without any deflection. Then second observation he made was very few radiations were deflected by some angle. And third observation that is made was very few radiations that is almost 1 in about 20,000 were deflected back. So based on these three observations, he came to the conclusion that in the gold foil or any metal or in any object or any such material, since most of the radiations pass through without any deflection, there is a large empty space available in the atoms. So he made this first conclusion: most of the space in an atom is empty, and since some of the radiations were deflected by some angle, so these are the radiations which are deflected by some angle, he concluded for this observation that positive charge is concentrated at a small space in an atom. So any radiation, that is alpha radiations, these alpha radiations are also called as the helium nuclei. Since these helium nuclei or alpha rays carry positive charges, and some of these are deflected by some angle, indicating that positive charge is concentrated in a very small space. Any radiation coming to near this positive charge, they will be deflected by some angle. The third one is very small volume. Very small volume is containing entire mass of the atom at the center. Right here, at the center. So this indicates that the whole mass is concentrated in a very, very small volume, and that actually center carrying the positive charge, entire positive charge or entire mass is actually called as the nucleus. That I will let you know when I write the next structure of the atom based on this Rutherford's scattering experiment. So Rutherford and his students, they carried out the experiment called as the alpha ray scattering experiment. They took a very thin foil of gold metal of about 100 nanometer thickness, and alpha rays from the radioactive source, they are passed over the gold foil, and this gold foil is surrounded by a circular zinc sulfide screen. It is observed that when these alpha rays pass through this gold foil, most of the radiations will pass through without any deflection, and very few radiations, they were deflected by some angle, and 1 in about 20,000, that means very small number of alpha radiations, they were deflected exactly back. So based on these three observations, he came to the conclusion that most of the space in an atom is empty because most of the radiations pass through without any deflection. Since very few radiations are deflected by some angle, the positive charge is concentrated in a very small area, in small space in an atom. Any radiation coming to the near to that nucleus or near to the positive charge, they will be reflected by some angle, and entire mass of the atom is concentrated at the center, and this is actually called as the nucleus. Based on these three observations and three conclusions, Rutherford proposed his model for the structure of an atom. Okay, so that can be indicated, that can be considered as since most of the radiations pass through without any deflection, there is a large empty space available in the atom. Since very few radiations in about 20,000 deflected back, the entire positive charge is concentrated in the small volume of the atom, that is called as the nucleus. So this nucleus carries positively charged protons as well as the neutrons. And at a certain distance, in a circular path, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So since there is a large empty space available between the nucleus and the electrons, when these alpha rays come in any of these paths, they will be passing through without any deflection. So these are very, very large in number. And when any radiation comes near to this nucleus, they will be deflected by some angle, like this. Similarly, the radiation that is deflected. But any radiation that is coming in the path of this nucleus, it will be deflected back. So based on these three observations and conclusions, he proposes that the structure of the atom as there is an entire mass of the atom, in small volume called nucleus. Entire mass of the atom is present in small volume called as the nucleus. Then second one is electrons are revolving around the nucleus, at a certain distance, in circular path. So this is called as the orbit. Okay. Then entire mass of the atom is due to the nucleus. So entire mass of the atom is due to nucleus, because since mass of electron is negligible. So this is about the model proposed by the Rutherford. So if you consider this as a nucleus containing the protons as well as the neutrons, and this is the circular path in which the electrons are revolving around the nucleus, then there is a large empty space. That's why there is no deflection of most of the radiations. So this is the orbit in which the electrons are revolving. Even though this explains the arrangement of the nucleus and electrons, there is a drawback. There are some drawbacks for the Rutherford's model also. So those drawbacks and the other models we will consider in the next video. Thank you.